Alright guys, welcome back. It's Metal Trash Panda here, aka Daniel. Today we have a compressor here that we got off a refrigerator. We're gonna go ahead and cut it open and get the motor that's inside. Also, as well as scrap whatever's left. As you can see, there's a little bit of copper on the side we can remove. And these tips right here, let me zoom in. You can see these tips are silver, and we have a collection of these brewing. Once we take it apart, we'll remove these tips as well. And inside, we're gonna have a motor like this, which is what we're looking to get out of it. And we'll show you how to take these apart later. I already have one here that's partially removed. What we end up doing is we cut the copper off of one side and just simply pull the bindings off the other. A good pair of grips would help. This one's just partially removed. But yeah, stay tuned. Okay, so you can see here we have 4 screws that are the only thing keeping this motor still in here. So we'll go grab some tools and get them out. Okay, so that's it. Pretty much, now we've got our motor out, and we can chop that up a little later. But for now, we've got the leftover compressor. This is pretty much all going to go in as steel. There's this nice little, what looks to be copper here, but don't get confused. It's just coated copper steel. So it's everything here will all go in the steel pile. And then we have motors if you want to bring them in like they are, but we're going to get the most out of it, and we'll cut them open like this one, or cut around them and remove the copper. But that's it. That's how you cut open a compressor and remove the copper motor inside. Alright guys, welcome back. So we got a couple of motors here, and we're gonna use this method I found on YouTube to remove the copper, hammer method. And we can do that with the lubricated motor from this compressor. It comes out fairly easily. And you see a big chunk of copper there, along with some steel here. Now, this other motor was not from a compressor, so there's no lubrication between the bindings, making this much more difficult. And the hammer method is probably, well, yeah, it's probably not the best method for this, which we find out now. As hard as we try, it is just not the method to be using for a non-lubricated motor. Now we know. So we're going to set this one aside and bring out the vise. Now here we've got the motor attached to the vise, and we're going to use a hammer drill to remove the rest of the copper. Now it shouldn't be too difficult if you have the right tool, but this ended up taking a little bit longer than usual just because we messed up the motor a little bit, the metal surrounding the motor at least. So also this vise and setup isn't the most ideal setup. However, we do end up getting copper out, little by little, piece by piece. And yeah, you can see the copper is removed. And we got a little pile of it down on the floor. Not much else to say. And here you can see we have the copper all bagged up and ready to weigh. Comes in about 4.2 pounds. Not too shabby. This Milk Trash Panda signing out.